Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we're going to do something that I've been waiting to do. We are going to check out Bunnahabhain, which is one of the last distilleries that I need to get, or needed to get from the Isla distilleries. Sorry, I'm going to go on my phone real quick just so that I can bring up a picture of all of the Isla distilleries, so that we can run through them quick, and we can go through and say all the ones that I have or have not had. So the Isla distilleries that are currently in operation are Ardbeg, Ardnahoe, Balmore, Bruichladdich, Bunnahabhain, Colilla, Kilchoman, Lagavulin, and Laphroaig. Out of those, I have a bottle from every distillery except for Ardnahoe, which I have not seen anywhere. And this is the first Bunnahabhain I have seen in person, on any of the shelves anywhere that I have gone and looked. And the first one that I have, Ardbeg, I have, I don't know, maybe 6 different varieties. Balmore, I only have the 15. Is it 15? Yeah, the Balmore 15. Was not super impressed and got taken for, I don't know. There's a whole story. The store had it marked for $65. When they rang it up, it was $85, and then they wouldn't change the price, and I just accepted it like an idiot. But Bruichladdich, I don't actually have Bruichladdich, but I do have Port Charlotte, which is made by Bruichladdich. That's one of their products, anyways. Colilla, which just got done doing the Gordon and MacPhail, which their connoisseur's choice was Colilla 10-year, which was an excellent whiskey. Also, if you look back through the videos, you'll see that I reviewed a Colilla 12-year, which is kind of their standard mainstay product. Excellent. Big fan of that one. The Kilchoman, the only Kilchoman that I have is that Wyoming edition that I picked up down in Cheyenne that I just recently reviewed. Lagavulin, I got 5 different varieties of Lagavulin. I got the 8, the 16, the 8, the 16, the 8, the 16, and the I got a Distillers edition, and I have the Nick Offerman edition, so that's only 4. I thought I had another one. And Laphroaig, I don't know, I got like 6 different Laphroaigs, I think. So there you go. I got them all except for that Ardnahoe. We're going to dive into this, and if you watch some of my other videos, you know that Bunnahabhain, had to put my dog down in January. Last dog that I had. So now I'm, first time in 21 years I haven't had a hunting dog. And my wife and I decided the next dog that we get, the dog's name will be Bunnahabhain, and we're going to it'll probably be a female. We'll call her Bert for short, as a nod to that 70s show, Betty White's character yelling at her husband, Bert, which is Kitty's mom on that 70s show. But getting into the Bunnahabhain here, so this is, I don't know, let's see if we can get it to focus on the camera here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if that focused or not. On the back of the can here, it does tell you how to pronounce this. If I had to say it, it looks like Toiteach Adaha, something like that is what it looks like. But then it tells you how to pronounce it right after that, and it's called Toiteach Aga is how they pronounce it. Sorry, pardon me, but my Gaelic is not quite up to snuff. But nonetheless, that the word for this vintage is means smoky 2 in Gaelic. And just look at this. The bottle is super sexy, looks great. The can's awesome, has some smoke wafting up on it. Just everything about this is good stuff. There's a little pictograph there. The word Bunnahabhain is Gaelic, and I think it means at the river's mouth. That also is on the can here. sorry, mouth of the river in Gaelic is what Bunnahabhain actually means. Or at least according to them. I don't know, it could mean dog shit for all I know because I don't speak Gaelic. But that aside, here we go. Now we're 5 minutes into this video and I haven't even said a dang thing yet, but that is so good. It is sweet, malty, chocolate, creamy chocolate, like milk chocolate. A little bit of earthy peat, seasidey, brackish water. You get that malt in there. The one thing you don't really get, at least not right now and again, it's cold, so, or at least, it's 60 degrees. So maybe the smoke's not really coming out of the glass too much, but I don't get any smoke on the nose. I get all these rich, rounded, sweet notes and some salty, brackishy, earthy notes with a touch of malt in there. You get a little bit of that earthy peat, not smoke. All kinds of good things. I mean, man, it's just got some body to it. It's got really, really nice color to it. Smells absolutely delicious. This is sitting at 46.3, so 92.6%, or sorry, 46.3%, 96. Sorry. Yeah, 46.3 is 92.6 proof. Boy, I had to do some math in my head. That damn near killed me. And I picked this up for $55.99. So $56. Boy, I should have bought 2 of these and maybe skipped that Ben Romick. I mean, I love the Ben Romick, but by God, this is just on the nose smells so much better. Just dense, creamy goodness. On the taste, the taste is creamy and rich and a nice, dense, clingy mouthfeel. It is sweet butterscotch, a rich milk chocolate with a nice hint of toffee. Then this smoke picks up, and it is a nice, light overlay of wood smoke, campfire wood smoke overlaid over all these really nice, dense, sweet notes. Then it finishes with just a hint of salt and seaside brine. I mean, that is everything I want in whiskey. That might be the best whiskey that I've had. And for 50, what did I pay? $56? That might beat my Lagavulin Distillers Edition or my Ardbeg. Like, I'm talking, my upper $100, $150, $160 whiskeys. That might win. And at $56. Okay, there you go. There's my endorsement right away. If you are a Iowa fan, if you find this anywhere, anytime, I'd pay $100 for this without question. If you can find it for 50 something dollars, buy 2, 3, 10 of them. Like, it's just, oh my gosh, it's so good. It is so good. Oh, like right away, it's just this really creamy, nice, sweet. You get a little bit of honey, a little vanilla caramel in there, and then this nice smoke. It is not heavy on the smoke. It's just this nice light campfire that overrides everything. I mean, this is a meal in a glass, man. This is just delicious whiskey. I think I'm going to have a full glass of this tonight. I'm going to pack a nice little tobacco pipe with my cured tobacco that I have, and I'm going to sit out on the porch, and I am just going to enjoy myself and fend off mosquitoes, but I won't care because this is that good. Watch the sunset over the mountains and just live life. I don't know what all to say about this. It's just, it is excellent. The nose is not really changing very much. It is the sweet notes in the nose are dying down, and more of the earthy and the earthy, briny, brackish notes are coming more to the front. On the taste, though, it's just all sweet, and then this really nice smoke. I mean, it's just not changing. None of the profile's changing. I would say it's getting more and more. The sweetness is lasting longer and longer. And if you've watched any of my reviews, you know that for me, when I drink any peated whiskey, and the reason I only do 1 or 2 peated whiskey reviews at a time is because the first sip is the only sip that the smoke really hits me. Every subsequent sip after that, the smoke just keeps getting tamped down and tamped down and tamped down, and all these different layers start peeling off, and it starts to present as more sweet for me. And this is true across the board for any of the peated whiskeys that I have, which is nice. It's a really good showing of just how great and layered and complex these whiskeys are. But also, like, as I get accustomed to that smoke really quickly, like by 3 sips in, smoke's pretty much gone, and I get into all these nice layers of just sweet complexity, which to me, this is why I like peated whiskeys, in particular the Islay whiskeys, because like when I get those Lafroigs and I get those nice meaty savory notes, and then mixed with sweet notes, and then smoke, and then earth, and then salt, and just all these different flavors and the complexities. I mean, it's just, I can't say enough about it. It is delicious on every level, and I absolutely love it. Um, and hopefully you do too. So drop in the comments down below what you can find a bottle of Bunnahabhain, and let's slaughter it one more time. Toiteach Gahi. Yeah, we'll go with that. And it looks like Toiteach Dha is how it's spelled. So Toiteach is the first word, then a capital A, and then a capital DHA, which apparently means smoky two in Gaelic. And looks like this, and it is absolutely phenomenal. I do have to say, I've seen several other Bunnahabhain bottles on different whiskey review channels on YouTube, and I think Bunnahabhain might be crushing it in the bottling game. It's just nice, clean, good-looking bottles. I like that they're dark. The packaging's nice. Everything about this is nice, especially the whiskey. So, drop in the comments down below what you can find a bottle of Bunnahabhain for in your area. $55.99 down in Cheyenne when I picked this up. And I might have to pick up 2, 3, 4, 10 more of these things because they're excellent. If you have an experience with Bunnahabhain, what was it again? Toiteach guy, whatever, something. I'm sure I nailed it. Something like that. If you have an experience with that, drop that down in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Hopefully, you think as much of it as I do, because I think this is outstanding and is punching way above its weight class for the price that you're paying for it. Check out Life and Whiskey on any other of the platforms out there. BitChute, Minds, and hopefully soon to be Rumble. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video out to all your friends, family, and other people you know who might enjoy a whiskey review, or at least get a little something about it, a little something from it. Or if you know of people who are searching for a whiskey for somebody as a gift or something like that, I highly recommend checking out all my other whiskey reviews, because that's the whole goal of this channel, is to help you put your money into something that either you will enjoy or that somebody else will enjoy, and you won't end up wasting your money. You know, I got 200 whiskeys down here now, all bought and paid for out of either my pocket or my wife's pocket. And out of all that, there's really only a handful, I mean, literally 5 whiskeys that I wouldn't recommend for anybody. And the majority of, and the rest of them, you know, there's somebody that would fit their profile, their tastes quite nicely. They're very rare as something so disgusting that I just can't stomach it. But everything else is either kind of in the acceptable or decent category up to extremely nice, which is what I would put this into. This is an A++ in my book. It's right down the flavor profiles of everything I want in a whiskey at a price that I really enjoy. So there you go. Bunnahabhain, worth its weight in gold for sure, at least in my book. As always, thanks for watching. I do greatly appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. That's the last one of the whiskeys that I have from my most recent travels. So like I said, it's the end of June. I won't be hitting the road again until August, potentially, you know, with the $45 gas prices and crap that we're going to be seeing. So hopefully I'll get an opportunity to stop in some places and check out some other whiskeys. I still have my hit list that I'm trying to knock out. I have found most, if not all, the whiskeys that I'm looking for, either online or at the Total Wine down in Denver. I just really don't want to go to Denver and don't really have a good reason to go there because, I mean, it's freaking Denver. But if for some reason I end up down there, I will make sure to pick those up. I got about $1,000 worth of whiskey that I want in order to kind of finish up my my hit list. Although it could push higher if I do actually end up finding an Octomore somewhere, and I think those are starting at 189, maybe 200 and something dollars. I've heard nothing but great things, but golly, that's a lot of money to spend on whiskey. I know I said that about $100 bottles. If you look back at my channel a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, my videos were talking about, I mean, I was looking at stuff like under $60. And then it went under like $80, and then it went 100. And now I've bought stuff up to like $160. Just remember that the price does not equate to good whiskey. That is not how whiskey is priced. It's based on rarity and how difficult it is to come by. That's what drives the price. So just because you pay more doesn't mean you're getting more. Keep that in mind. But you know, there's a lot of good whiskeys to be had under $100 for sure. This is a great example of that, and I'm gonna try and dial some of that stuff in. The stuff that's on my list are things that just, you know, across all the reviews of the whiskeys that I've seen, they just are, you know, hitting way above their weight. And so I'm trying to find them, and they're mostly scotches. I do have a few bourbons, although, I mean, I just got so much bourbon, and like I've said in all my other videos, bourbon does not seem to really hit outside of its prescribed flavor profiles. It just doesn't bring a whole lot to the table, in my opinion. It almost all of them are only like 1 or 2 notes, and those, you know, maybe at most 3 or 4, and they all fall within the same categories of flavor profiles and whatever else. So this kind of stuff really interests me way more. So I'm going to focus more on the scotches. So there you have it. Lots of rambling for no good reason, but like I said, I've already closed out the video once, but thanks for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. You guys have yourselves a great day. We'll catch you in the next video whenever that happens to be. So thank you very much.